Hello there, Only One Kenobi here, Only One. This arrived and I'm filming this quite late actually, 8 o'clock at night, the UK, so we're still quite long days here. Yeah, Thursday the 10th of July we are. So I thought, let's go for this. Wasn't expecting it to come yet. I knew people had theirs already, but you know, here is mine. And this is the old one, right? So let's not get confused. I'm going to compare the two. And I was talking with Daniel Chart about this. He has said good things about this. I've only heard positive things about it, and I haven't gone looking for reviews or anything like that, or even comments about it, because I want to save it for myself to get a pure reaction. But we were talking about it, me and Daniel, when they first sort of showed images of this, and you know, what's the accurate look for the Landspeeder? And I would say, from the images that I remember as a kid, and some photography that Daniel pulled up, that this is more accurate with the colour. I don't remember it. I remember it looking that orange, as opposed to this one is quite, well, it's got patches of grey on it. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that before we start this? Also, I did have the 6-inch one, you know, way back in 2020. Back in lockdown, you know, I suppose it was just because I was interested, and I got the 6-inch one. I think it was reduced as well, to be honest with you. But vehicles are way better in this scale, ladies and gentlemen. You know that if you watch this channel. But the colour scheme for this one reminds me of what that one was like. But I can't wait to compare them and see how they differ. But this one was always really good. So I've got reviews of this, so do check them out. I might even leave a few links in the description. But I was always very happy with the weathering and the look of this one. It's very good. And as you can see there, it is quite well weathered for something that I actually thought wouldn't be so well weathered. Right, let's talk about this one then. The imagery is fantastic. That's the front there. Or is this the front? I don't know. But let's start with that one, because that kind of reminds you of the original one, especially the original TVC one. I'll put that up as well for post-production. We'll put that in so you can see what the original TVC release was like. And as you can see, this one comes with the oversized card back loop, which is a shame, you know, too little too late if you're watching Steve Evans, because thank you for telling us that we're going to get small cards, but things like this and Hammerhead, god damn it, that's what we really wanted to have on small cards. Whereas this young lady, I couldn't give a toss. You can put that on a big card any day of the week, because I'm only going to open that, aren't I? I don't really particularly want to keep that stuff mint, but things like that, original trilogy stuff, are just screaming out to be a part of my wall. Check out my wall, my favourite wall. Check out that, it's on my channel as well. If you're new around here, I have a carded room, and I do like to keep TVC mint, as well as opening it like I'm going to open this momentarily. But the front image is great. You've got this on the side. Look inside the cockpit there, which is awesome. That looks better than than this one. Look at that. That's very basic, but look what they've now done to the cockpit. Wow, we haven't even opened the thing, and I'm getting excited by the detail there. Look at that. Well done, Hasbro. I like that. And then what we got on the bottom there is the, you know, the ingredients. What you're going to get when you open it. And look at this. This has a bonnet. Or a hood. Am I right? You Americans, you call it a hood? And look at that. Toy photography. Nowhere near as good as Daniel Chart's toy photography, but that's for another video. If you're watching Daniel, I really want to feature some of your recent toy photography. Stupendous. He's put it on Facebook as well, but Dan, you should really put it on your channel. Get some videos of it, man. Unbelievable toy photography from him of late. But that's pretty cool. Look at that. Look at the stormtroopers, man. There's loads of them. They're all surrounding. They ain't got the backpacks. That's what I remember from New Hope. But these just look cool, man. Look at them. How long have you had these droids? About 3 or 4 seasons. They're up for sale if you want them. Brilliant. Great scene. I just want to get it open. Should we get it open? Oh yeah. On the top, I've shown you that. Luke with a poncho. Awesome. Boom. Let's go. That's exciting. We'll stop here and look. You see, oh, doesn't it make you sick? It's cut. It's numbered. Look at that. Oh, 344A. So I can't even remember what 344 is. I'll have to put that up on screen, but 344A. Maybe. Stupid. Fool. Maybe 344 is the other Luke. And this is 344A. But unfortunately, you're not going to get that on a standard cardback size, which is really annoying. Steve Evans. Because I'd love that on it. Come on. I mean, look at that. They could have done it, man. all the stuff that you see in that bubble could have been condensed into a bubble that is as wide as that. Look at it, there's nothing in it, man. Look at the fucking state of that, man. They could have brought all that in or put it behind him. You know the deal, man. You're not daft either. It's a joke, isn't it? It's a fucking joke. But what? That's the bad. Let's look at the good, though. The accessories. You see they put the poncho behind him. The goggles look good. They look way better than other previous Luke goggles. Have I got any to show you? Hey, hang on. Let's bring him in for comparison. Hey, that's an old Luke now. That's a very old figure. Look at the hinges on that. Wow. Still, I love stuff like that, man. It's all relative. It's all history, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to start retiring figures like that in my collection soon. Have a look at the freeze frame, ladies and gentlemen. Should I zoom in for you? Check it out. Wow. You can't beat the original trilogy. I'll get the figure open in a minute. Let's get this vehicle out. Lift it up and you get that there. Wow, it looks bigger. It really does look bigger. You see what I mean? That's what I got with the 6-inch one. It did my nut in. I remember looking at it thinking, why is it so grey? And Danny looked into it and he saw some images from the actual film which suggested it looked like that. So I really don't know if I'm right on that or where they're getting this from. Let's clip that on there. It still looks good though. It just feels like I've got the 6-inch one again, to be honest with you. I kind of wish I had that still to compare this with the 6-inch. But size-wise, what are we looking at? Nah, they're not. It's not bigger. It's just my imagination. It's got new aspects though. Look at that new piece of weathering. Blaster wax sliced right down. I wonder how the... Some source material. Look at that. So it's very nicely chipped and weathered. That it's nice. Maybe it's just because I'm so used to seeing this one. I just took that as gospel. But actually, if the 6-inch one looked like this and this looks like this now, this must be a more accurate representation of this vehicle. But you got the orange there still. Let's open this then. Oh wow, looks good. Personally, I would have given that a wash of dirt or something a bit like that to make it perfect. Or really real world, you know, but it's all right. Still got lots of different tones and colour in there, which I'm happy with. That's good. Quite plasticky looking finish to that. I mean, this doesn't look plasticky, but well, it is plastic, obviously. But... And then you've got that, which I dare say that looks way better. I don't know, it just looks very metallic and it looks like they've also maybe washed it as well. I don't know. It's got tones to the metal. Silver paint maybe mixed with the grey plastic of the original thing. I don't know. But that's, yeah, no, that's got more detail. It's got like, now I'm seeing it differently now. See, you've got different paint jobs for different wiring. So that's good. I prefer that. Just wished it had the metal finish of the original one. There's some metal tones, but really it's predominantly grey plastic. See what I mean? Grey plastic like that. Whereas that looks... Yeah, that is pure metal, that, isn't it? Different as well, isn't it? Look, so you've got that extra bit there as opposed to that. Very interesting. There's the base there. Bit of comparison. Obviously, everything else comes inside here. The Luke figure, the accessories, you know, the rifle thing. Come on, let's go take a look. Come on. Oh, great film. Beautiful film. Have I shown you everything of this? Look at the back there. What's the back like on this one? Yeah, they're very, very similar models. Let's just go back to the normal angle. I prefer the grey in a way to the black, but what I just don't like is the jet, the top one there. I don't like the fact it's not orange. I always remember Luke's thing being orange, man. What is this maroon and grey crap? I don't remember it looking like that, man. You know, that's what the comments are there for. July Thranov, you're the man, aren't you? The real expert. I'm just calling it as I remember it, you know. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get... Oh, hang on, what else does this do? It does that thing of, yep. Like the original one does that. Not the original Kenner, but the TVC original has that feature of the gear stick will make the wheels appear and disappear, give it that hover look. So it's a simple job of just... That's an easier mechanism on this one though, because that's just back and forth. The original one has like a lock, like a G lock thing, whatever you want to call them. And then it sits back like that. This one don't have that. And right in on the cockpit there, let's have a look at this stuff inside. Love the sound this vehicle makes. You know, when it powers down. Amazing. Like jet. That's Lord George Lucas in it. The need for speed. He loves his fast vehicles, doesn't he, man? He's probably just thinking, what would an A to B vehicle be like on a desert planet? And there it is. It'd be awesome cruising on one of them, wouldn't it, man? Right, let's get the figure open. How about that? Nice card back, that. Man, I should open all my figures like that now. I used to do a lot of recarding, so I'd put another figure, an old figure in there. You know, an old clone inside there or something. But sold a few on eBay that way as well. But nah, that's nice, that. Keep that. It's unpunched as well. But Steve Evans, that should be on a normal size card back. Again, I shall say. Wow. Wow, look at all these layers. There's the poncho there. Lift the lid on that. Wow, poncho reminds me of Qui-Gon. I see. That'll be interesting. Now, I was told the figures are identical, but I thought they looked different. I don't know why or how, but I just thought they did. And I'll get the other figure for you. Looks like Luke Skywalker to me. Look at that hair, that's brilliant. Right, I'm going to go and get the other figure. I want to know for sure. That seems different somehow, but let me find out. God, that took me ages to find him. Here he is. This is the original one. It could be that they are just the same, but sometimes when you look at two figures of the same variety, even in the bubble they look different. You know what I mean? When when you're deciding which figure to open. But no. There's something different about this one. His face is... really zoom in. There's the original. This is the new one. It's like his eyes are darker. The one on the left is the one that I've just opened. And Christ, he's dusty, but he's not been out in my room. Maybe that's just a bit of plastic. The hair looks like it's maybe got different paint up on it or something. It just has some darker streaks on it. Maybe it's just the fact that no two are ever the same. But I like this new one. I want to learn the ways of the Force, become a Jedi like my father. I don't know what the hell that is there on the top. It's just something to do with the factory process, maybe it's... Anyway, so that's the figure. Yeah, some guy asked in a video, can't remember which one it was, I just saw the comments, he said, oh, where'd you get your stand from? So I watched the video to see if I said where the stand came from, And I did say in like the opening 10 seconds, this is a stand from Ian Butler from IB3D. So come on, ladies and gentlemen, listen. Anyway, so what else have we got? Yeah, look at that. Compare that to the yesteryear. That's the Power of the Force 2 one. Not much in it, really. The other accessories are the what are you doing heading back there? It wasn't my fault, sir. Please don't deactivate me. God, that feels like it's going to fall off the belt, but it's on there now. It's the one thing with TVC that's a problem. It's just everything's so small, but it's great. It looks fantastic. But things that, what I mean is accessories like that. You can't beat the scale. But yeah, accessories like that are always very tiny. But it's unsafe, I think. That's Luke Skywalker, man, isn't it? Loving that. Oh, yeah. And these must clip on. Yeah, they've got a little thing there as well. So let's get that. Is it on the back of the belt they go? Well, it doesn't look like there's another hole for the thing. So maybe you've got to have either one or the other. Take that off for a second. Yeah, hang on a minute. What's going on here, man? Oh, that comes off. So that's actually removable, that. And you don't have that. So it's fascinating how these, you see people like, I keep mentioning Daniel Chart, he knows very, and there's other fans out there, they know scene for scene what is what and what he wore and what he needs. The addition of that compared to the other one, and where in the film he would have that on his side, you know, Toshi Station period or post meeting Ben and getting his saber. It's a continuity thing, isn't it? But I'm still made up with that as a figure. It's fantastic. I mean, I was always made up with this one, but you know, I'm kind of like going through the motions again. I'm really impressed with this Luke. It's really it grew on me when I opened that other one. And it continues to impress me, ladies and gentlemen. But now we've got all these accessories as well, which is cool. But now I don't like the fact that we've got stuff left over. So if anyone knows what the crack is there, let me know. But there is Luke with his hat on. Festival hat, festival season right now in the UK, folks. But oh, that's a nice fit there. I like it. That's pretty cool, man. Classic hilt. Mwah. Tatooine Luke, you can't beat it. I just don't want to see any more of him as a child. That book of, what was it called now? The Kenobi series. They didn't need to, they shouldn't have put him in. I wanted to see what Ben was doing on that planet here, there and everywhere, but coming so close to Luke was just, nah. Seeing him from afar, that's fine. They had a scene where he was watching. That's all right. No problem with that. But when, like, you've got some dodgy, bloody, what they called again? Inquisitor banging on his door, you know what I'm saying? Threatening everybody. It's like, get out of town. It was rubbish, wasn't it? You knew nothing was going to happen because they survived for the episode 4. But still, you know, you get my point. Right, let's have a look at this poncho now. Have I just ripped that there? Or was it like that? Let me know if you've done that. I think I might have. I don't know. That side there looks like that, and then this now looks like that. No, maybe it is that wide and it just falls more that way. Anyway, that's pretty cool, man. I'm getting a good vibe from that. I'm getting New Hope vibes. You never see him wearing that in A New Hope, only in the deleted scenes. But still, it's cool to see it. I want to come with you to Alderaan. There's nothing for me here now. I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father. Brilliant. All right, folks, I'll put him inside the speeder. By the way, when I put that poncho on, loads of accessories fell off like the lightsaber. But still, don't matter. I don't like putting the figures in these, by the way. That's not my cup of tea. But people will want to do that. I like to see the figures out, standing around a vehicle like this. When I last tried to put a figure in there, we didn't have a Luke as good as these ones, actually, in fairness. But still, I don't know. I tried putting the Death Star Escape one in there. It was awful. That goes for vehicles like TIE fighters and stuff. I'll put crap figures inside them because you can barely see the figure when they're in a vehicle anyway. And then I'll put the really good ones just standing around it. You know what I mean? So we have this Benjamin here, but we're looking forward to, wow, the piping hot Ben that's going to arrive. Nah, he's not going to fit in. I can't be bothered messing around. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do it. When I get the newer Ben, which will probably be more tailor-made to fit inside this baby, I'll put him in. But for now, I'll leave it there because otherwise this will be too long, this video. But I'm well impressed. I love it. Really like it. A few questions about the accuracy of the colour, but I might do a bit more research after this because I wasn't expecting to get this today. But Daniel and I were discussing it, like I said. I still think that that is what I remember it looking like. But still, it's pretty cool though. I like it. So I have now 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke's going to head to the Toshi station. I'm going to end it there. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out. Thank you for watching. Oh, there's just one thing. I'm just doing this after I'd finished filming the review, but one thing that really annoyed me about this one was this clip on the side. It's the wrong way around. I don't know about you folks, but see, like that. So it's been a nightmare for years, this. Because why the hell would it be that way when you think about it, when you look at it? It should be the other way. I mean, what I wanted to show you is that the clip for this one is that, like that. That's what you want, innit? Now, have a look at the old one again of mine and see what you think the hell is going on. But I remember somebody in the comments saying, oh, it's dead easy, you put it on like this. Talking about that one. And I was like, well, it's the wrong way, man. See, that's it. That's it. See, look, clip. I'm sure the 6-inch one was like that as well. There you go. So how the hell, why did they do that? Look at it. Why did they do that? So for years, I've just had the bloody thing on there, putting on this rifle. See the ring of the, whatever you call the trigger? Sitting it on like this. It's the only way you can get it on. It's pathetic, isn't it? What the hell is it? It sticks out. Even then, it's crap. It doesn't work. So you tell me, folks, am I doing it wrong? Well, how else am I supposed to do it? That really always annoyed me about that. I always wanted the teeth to be going the other way. So you can put the barrel between the 2 clips or whatever, you know, the thing. But that's just it, folks. This one here came from another figure, and this actually clips on a bit better. Yeah, you see that curves in a bit more. But that's ridiculous, putting it on the... Yeah, clipping it on by the trigger. That's just nonsense, isn't it? Anyway, that one doesn't have that problem. It's just logical and straightforward. So just thought I'd mention that at the end. Anyway, thank you for watching. Boom.